Hi, we're back with another hunt. We got $300 in nickels. Haven't opened any of them yet, but I know they're circulating because of the place we get them. This will be box number one here. We do have circulated nickels. I don't see any silver or buffaloes. So we'll get started on this one and we'll come back after we go through 10 rolls. Show you what we found. Okay, we're on the third roll. And we have a weird edge on nickel here. So I didn't check it because these are dark edges or just like metal detectors fines or something. But slid that down and we have a buffalo nickel. So we'll look at that real quick. Didn't see the front yet, just the back. There's no mint mark. And flip it over. And 19, looks like it might be 1926. So a buffalo nickel in the roll there. Put it up there by itself. And we did find a 53 Philadelphia. So we'll get back to the hunt and come back and show you what we find after the next 7+ rolls here. All right, we're through 10 rolls and we found a 1949 Denver, that 53 Philadelphia, and that 1926 Philadelphia buffalo nickels. So we'll get through 10 more rolls and come back and show you what we find. All right, we're on roll number 19, and where'd it go? Oh, right there. That looks like possible silver. I didn't catch what was in the wrapper, but let's see what we got here. Yeah, sure is 1943 and Philadelphia. Kind of beat up. Can't tell if it has a double I or not. And that 3 looks a little suspect. You can kind of see right behind it there. Looks like a line coming down, so that might be the 3/2. See if I can get a better look at it there, but it does look a little suspect. I'll be right back and let you know what I see, because that's about as good as we're gonna get on this camera on the phone there. I have a microscope, tried to hook it up to the computer, but can't seem to get it to work, so my wife's actually working on that right now. But I've looked at this a few different ways. You can definitely see there's something right below the 3 there. When I look at it with a loop, for some reason it won't show it on here, so in my personal opinion, that's a 3/2. Once we get the microscope figured out, I might try to come back and look at that on the microscope. But pretty cool find anyway. Got a buffalo and a silver out of 19 rolls so far in this box. But this roll will finish up, and then one more there, and we'll come back and show you what we found. All right, well, my wife has way more patience than I do. You can kind of see right here coming down behind the 3, and then there's right there and right there. So it looks like it's coming down and around right there. So like I said, in my opinion, that's a 3/2, but I'm not an expert by any means. I think we look at his eye, and then look at his eye here, and there's damage there, so probably not going to be able to see if there's a double I or not. Anyway, it's a pretty cool find, even though, even at being a silver. So we'll get back to the hunt and bring you back in and show you what we find. All right, we're through 20 rolls, and we found a 1953 Philadelphia. That's our second one. A 54 Denver, and then that 1943 Philadelphia minted war nickel. We'll get back to the hunt and come back and show what we find after 10 more rolls, unless we find another silver buffalo or hopefully a V nickel. All right, we're on roll 25, and I slid that nickel down, and you can see a buffalo nickel there. So let's put this right here. We'll zoom in. It's a Philadelphia, no mint mark. That's kind of what I was afraid of. There's absolutely no way we're going to get a date off of that one. And I don't think we'll even get a date off of that if we nickel-dated it because it's so pitted. So we're just going to leave that as a dateless buffalo. And we're going to put it right up there with the other guy. Actually, we'll put it down here. Anyway, we'll get back to the hunt. We have the rest of that to go through, and then 5 more rolls. And unless we find another silver buffalo, we'll show you what we find after we're done. Okay, we're through 30 rolls now, and we're going to add to the finds 1958 Denver, 1989, 1998, and 2015 Canadian nickels. And then we found a 1976 San Francisco Minted Proof nickel. And then we found that dateless buffalo. We might try to nickel-date that and see, but I really don't think we're going to get a date out of that. It's so pitted. But if we decide to do that, we'll do that at the end of the video and show you what date comes out on it. Okay, we'll get through these next 10 rolls and come back and show what we find. All right, we're through 40 rolls now. We're going to add to the finds 1946 Denver, 48 Philadelphia, 49 Philadelphia, 52 Philadelphia, and a 2007 Canadian. So we'll get through these last 10 rolls in this box and come back and show you what we find. All right, we're on roll 41. Just got this one opened. My edge is kind of darker, but looks a little suspect. So let's check it out and see. And yeah, we got a silver. There's a Denver mint mark there. And 1945. So get a closer look here. 45. There's a Denver mint mark. So it's silver number 2 on the box. We'll get back to the hunt and bring it back in if we have anything else like silver, buffalo, or V-nickel. If not, we'll show you what we find after those 10 rolls. On roll 46, just got this one opened, and that's definitely not Jefferson nickel there. So let's see what we got. Yeah, we've run into these before, I believe. I don't remember what country they're from, but pretty neat find. Put that down there. We'll get through these last 5 rolls and come back and show you what else we found. All right, we're on roll 49, and I didn't find silver or anything, but just kind of interesting. You can see that this nickel is all bent up. It's kind of really out of place there. It's a 2000. Looks like somebody might have shot it with a gun or something. Looks like some extra material there. And then this nickel is a lot smaller than a usual nickel. Somebody's really hammered that thing down. Like they were trying to make something out of it. Can't even read the date on it. So it's kind of an unusual find there as well. And I think this is just a dirty edge up here, but yeah, since we had you here, I thought I would check. It's a 2000. So get back to the hunt. We got that rest of that roll and that roll of hunt. Be right back. That box is empty. We're going to add to the finds a 52 Denver, a 54 Philadelphia, a 59 Denver, a 1994 Canadian. I looked that up. That's 50 Japanese yen, worth about 43 cents US. And then not really finds, but that bent up nickel, it looks like it was shot right there. That one's got rolled over edges, can't see the date on it. And then we have that 1945 Denver minted war nickel that we found. So we'll get those added up here with the rest of them, and we'll get started on box number 2. All right, we're back to open box number 2 here. Again, for sure circulated nickels, but do not see anything that looks like silver, and there's no buffalo nickels. There's one that's kind of discolored, but kind of hard to tell. Let's see if we, yeah, can't really tell there. Let's, no, just the 1964. Anyway, we will get to searching, get through 10 rolls. Unless we have an interesting find, we'll come back and show you what we find. All right, we're through the first 10 rolls of this box, so that's 60 down now. And we're gonna add to the finds a 1940 Philadelphia, a chewed up 41 Denver, and then two 1959 Denvers. So we'll get those added up here with the rest of them, get through the next 10 rolls, and come back and show you what we find. All right, that's 70 rolls down, and we're gonna add to the finds a 1939 Philadelphia and a 1958 Philadelphia. We get through these next 10 rolls, and we'll come back and show you what we find. All right, we're through 80 rolls now, and we're gonna add to the finds a 1941 Philadelphia and a 1958 Denver. Found those in roll 9 and roll 10. Almost went through another 10 rolls if we hadn't found those two. Anyway, we'll get through 10 more, come back and show you what we find. We're on roll 88, and that just looked like a dirty nickel there, but then I laid it down, and that says 1945 on it, so we know that's a war nickel. That edge was, I mean, you can see we've had several that look like that. They are look like they've been in the ground a while, and that looks like it had been too. And we got a Denver mint mark on there. So that's our first war nickel of this box. Set that right over there. We'll get back to the hunt. We got this roll plus 2 more up there to finish, and we'll come back and show you what we found. Okay, we're through 90 rolls now, and we're going to add to the finds 41 Denver, 49 Denver, a 2009 Denver, and that 1945 Denver minted war nickel. We'll get those added to the top, get through these last 10 rolls in this box, and come back and show you what we find. We're now through 2 boxes, so that's 100 rolls down, and we're going to add to the finds a 46 Philadelphia, a 53 Denver, and a 56 Philadelphia. We'll go ahead and spin box 3 around here, get it opened. Tip it up here, and don't see any silver or buffalo nickels or anything else that's interesting. So we'll get through these 10 rolls, come back and show you what we find. Very first roll of this box, roll 101, and I think we might have found at least 1 silver. Looks 4th one in there, that looks like a silver coin, silver nickel. Let's see what we got here. It's a 1942, and it looks like it's silver, but they also made regular nickels that year, and it is a 42S. Let's put that down here. There were some other like dirty edges, but I think they're just dirty. I don't think those are silver. So we'll get back to the hunt, and if when we get through these 10 rolls, we'll bring it back in if we don't find anything else. All right, we're through 110 rolls now, and we're going to add to the finds 1956 Philadelphia, a 58 Denver, a 59 Denver, 71 Canadian, 81 Canadian, and a 2007 Canadian. And then that 1942 San Francisco minted war nickel. We'll get these added up here to the top with the rest of them, get through the next 10 rolls, and come back and show you what we find. Okay, we're through 120 rolls, and in those 10 we found 2 1958 Denvers, and that was it. So we'll get those added up here with the rest of them, get through the next 10, and come back and show you what we find. Okay, and roll 150, or sorry, not 151, 121. We found a 1955 nickel, And if we find the Philadelphia, there's less than 8 million minted. It's 7.888 million minted. So we're open for a Philadelphia. Of course, we don't find many of those. So let's see here. And there we go. We got a Philadelphia. So that's awesome. Under 8 million minted. We'll put that right there. Get through the other 9 rolls and we'll come back and show you what we find. We're through 130 rolls now. And we're going to add to the finds a 52 Philadelphia, a 54 San Francisco, a 55 Philadelphia, a 58 Denver, and a 59 Denver. We'll get those added up here with the rest of them, get through the next 10 rolls, and come back and show you what we find. Through 140 rolls, we're going to add to the finds 2 1941 Philadelphias, 2 1946 Philadelphias, a 57 Denver, and 2 59 Denvers. We'll get through these last 10 rolls and we'll come back and show you what we find. We're back with a wrap up. We're going to start with a foreign coin first. We got that 50 yen coin from Japan. We have 9 from Canada, 1971, 1981, 1989, 1994, 1998, 1998, 2007, 2007, and 2015. We'll move up here. We have that nickel that's been rolled on the edge and kind of damaged there. Not sure I'm going to keep that, but kind of a neat little find, neat little side find. We do have 2 from 1939 out of Philadelphia, 40 Philadelphia, 341 Philadelphia, 2 1941 Denvers, 4 1946 Philadelphias, a 46 Denver, 48 Philadelphia, 249 Philadelphias, 249 Denvers, 52 Denver, 252 Philadelphias, 253 Philadelphias, a 53 Denver, 54 Denver, 54 Philadelphia, 54 San Francisco, 55 Denver, 256 Philadelphias, a 57 Denver, 6 58 Denvers, and 8 59 Denvers. And the finds of the box, we have that 1976 S-minted proof nickel. We have a 1958 Philadelphia, 18 million of those minted. 1955 Philadelphia, 7.9 million of those minted. And then we have our 4 silvers. We have 42 San Francisco, 43 Philadelphia, and then 2 45s, and I believe those are both Denvers. And then our 2 Buffalo nickels. I believe that is a 1926, and it's minted in Philadelphia. And then we did nicodate this, and you can see it's 19, and then you can see a 1 after it, but I can't see what else is behind that. So 19 something from the teens. Well, I guess from 1910 to 19 whenever. So 1913, I believe, is when first Buffalo nickel was minted, 1913 to 1919 sometime. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. Always appreciate a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, we'd appreciate your subscription. And then if you leave a comment, we'll answer you within a day or 2.